Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look in my test of the E-Ride Pro SS 19-inch wheels 2.0 version. It's the one we sell at the shop. The only difference is, other than rotor protection from KKE, foot pegs KKE, the forks. The forks are KKE. We sell those at the shop. But I'm going to give you the honest review. People are going on about 26-pound springs. That's too light. I'm a 200 with gear, probably 215, 220-pound rider, which is at the upper end of what they claim these forks will work at. They say 175 to 220. They are pretty stiff. I don't know what to tell you. They have preload in both. They're oil filled in both. SKF seals. They fucking work. But people want to go on about fast ace. Fast ace is like crap suspension. But it's better than the OEM. It's like a lateral move. You didn't really improve anything by going that route. Why would you spend money on fast ace? I don't get it. Somebody must be fucking pitching fast ace. That's always been garbage on any of the e-bikes we've tried in the past. KKE, on the other hand, on the various bikes that where it comes from the factory, has been awesome. So we figured we'd try these. We bought a few sets. I think I have 6 left. And, we can hook you up on a price. Just contact us and we'll hook you up on a price. How about that? I'll give you a sweet deal so people can try these. How about we do that? So contact me and I'll hook you up on a very sweet price. But it works. I got a guy arguing with me that it won't work for that weight. They lie. I don't know who butt fucked him, but man, he's angry. So turn the bike on, it comes on. We still have a broken dash. And we're going to obviously be in sport mode. We're fully charged. I topped it off last night, so it's cell balanced and everything. So we're going to go have a look. We're going up my usual Captain Jack's trail system, and I'll see if I can do the loop. And we'll see if I get an okay time. Goes over whoops just fine with the forks. Regen is off. That's what I was checking. Dodge the branches there. So part 1, we'll be going up this initial trail. Be a multi-part series. For obvious reasons, I like to include everything. Or we'll see, or I'll have a long version. It'll be the whole run if I can do the whole loop. Now, are these bikes really made for riding these type of trails? No. These bikes are made for city riding, let's be honest. And for some maybe easier dirt paths in China. It's really not an off-road vehicle. I mean, it comes with mountain bike style tires. And the tires we have on it are the OEM ones. So I can feel the back end sliding around. Skinnier front than a moto tire. I can feel it. It's a lot more slick. We'll just go around that guy, but we'll go up over this. And KKE says on their website, I haven't asked them yet, being a dealer, but they say that just contact them if you need stiffer springs. I would guess on a bike like this, if it can do my loop, it's going to be probably 2 hours. Probably going to take an extra 30-40 minutes. Just because small tires, small rim size, 2118s really help. Especially having moto tires over this harder terrain. And for those that don't know, haven't seen my other videos, I'm going uphill the whole time, which you're not going to be able to tell on video. But from the parking lot, it is uphill. We'll take some readings at the end of various sections to give an idea also for battery percentage. I mean, I don't know a ton about forks and why KKE would say 26-pound spring, but people seem to be pretty stuck on that fact. And it's like, what are you talking about? Works just fine. And this is how it came out of the box. So I'm sure I can turn up the preload and rebound more. I like testing stuff out of the box. Let's face it, a lot of people, you're gonna plop it on, you're gonna probably just run it. But there's settings there, and I assume they do something just like my moto suspension. That's the thing, these are like motorcycle forks, just smaller. So. Just me. Thank you. So being a motorcycle-esque suspension, it's to me, it's what we know. If I had to tear these apart, as long as I have the right seal size and stuff, yeah, I'd understand this. And maybe it's the same on mountain bikes, but hell, I don't know why. Well, the OEM one side has nothing in it. To me, that seems kind of corny. Seems like you're not using the full potential of the fork tube by engineering it. I mean, I guess it can work that way, but it's like, there's nothing in it for your compression. So it means you're gonna have to have a stiffer spring if only one side is handling everything. But I'm crazy. I'm lying. I want people to spend money and have it not work. And that's what the guy was insinuating. I'm guessing it's probably just some young dude that hasn't really lived life, doesn't trust anybody. Like, geez, dude, I'm not lying. It actually works. I tried them before I even bought anything from KKE. I tried to just around the lot at our shop and stuff over some rocks and curbs. I was like, oh yeah, I like these. Okay, made it to high drive 94%. Honestly, I think it's pretty good. 94% to high drive. Not bad. Front up. Now, I'm still not a fan of these bikes being made like mountain bikes as far as having the forks and having the stem and all that bullshit. Well, you can put a rigid bar mount. Well, yeah, but it still has a stupid stem. Just make it like a moto and put on moto brakes. Oh, but the weight, that's gonna add like 5 pounds. Oh no, heaven forbid. Probably the kid riding this, or a guy, young adult, could lose 5 pounds. We always say that in the moto world too, so don't get offended. Like, you always have that guy that will be complaining about a bike's weight. He'll be like, I bought this bike, KTM, because it claims to be, you know, whatever pounds. I got it. Just me. So they'll go on about the weight. That their bike only on paper weighs 210 pounds. And it's like, hey, manufacturers lie. On gas bikes especially. And you know, the dude that's going on about the weight weighs 260 pounds. It's like, okay, you could lose 30 pounds yourself, and the other bikes feel pretty damn light too, because they're only, you know, 10 or 15 pounds more. People act like, oh my god, that's the end of the world. It weighs 10 or 15 pounds more than the bike I bought. So, that's nothing. You can't throw around the 10 or 15 pounds, I'm sorry. Now, I feel how light this bike is versus the RAR Mantis and other bikes. Also has a lot less power, has worse tires, it's not as a rigid frame. Longevity, who knows, because they're trying to save weight. Again, it's not made to hit this stuff every day. I'm sure there's people that are doing it, but at the end of the day, it's a $5,000 after tax, what have you, bike. It's not a $12,000, $15,000 dirt bike. Why you're going to get the suspension that you get. I mean, we already have people that complain about spending $5,000 for one of these. Like, what? What are you talking about? That's not a bad price. Then you get the people that out there that just make up lies. Had one guy, I think it was through one of my videos, maybe it was Facebook or something, saying, that's overpriced, you can buy those for $1,000. You're ripping people off. Say, no you can't. Deleting your comment because it's blatantly false. I think it's just, maybe it's haters of electric bikes. Clearly I like gas, I like electric. It's all fun, all is fun. It's a different type of fun between each, which a lot of people don't understand. You know? And that's not just people that aren't familiar with electric. Seeing electric guys don't understand, or gas guys. You know, my thing is, why would you own one? Buy a gas bike. Buy one of these. If you want to do a venture ride, buy a venture bike. You're not going to have one bike that does it all. There is no such animal. Well, my wife will only let me have one bike. Well, then I'm sorry that you live by what your wife tells you. I mean, unless you financially cannot afford having multiple bikes, then no one should be telling you what hobbies you participate in or not. It's called, are you the bread earner? If you're not, then yeah, maybe your wife has hobbies that come a little more priority because you're not the bread earner. You know, you're home, you're taking care of the kids, which is work because that's what I did. But, you know, also you're not the bread earner. It's one thing, my wife's not big into shoes or purses, but one thing, if I'm at the store with her and say we walk into a nice store like Macy's or whatever, and she sees a purse or shoes that are $200, $300, $500, I'm like, buy it. Because she's the bread earner. Buy it. You can splurge from time to time. I mean, you can't do that all the time, that's irresponsible, but from time to time, you can do that. Okay, it went up the crack decently. I think the limiting factor there was the lack of the knobs on the tire. So the answer is have multiple bikes. And obviously the younger you are, the harder that is going to be to do, probably, for financial reasons. So you're gonna have to pick what you truly love to do and probably go that route for the time being. Pick the one that seems most interesting to you. You got a long life. Life is short, but it's also decently long. And as your income comes up, you'll be able to go out there and buy a better e-bike like an Arctic Leopard or Stark Varg or a $15,000 dirt bike, or by then it might be $20,000 dirt bike. But point being, you'll be able to do that one day. I think too much of the generation now is instant gratification. Buy it now, worry about it later type thing. Life is short. It is somewhat short, and I do believe there's a fine balance. Now listen to Dave Ramsey. Well, I'm not going to take all his advice. You know, you got to take risks sometimes for like business reasons to make money. A normal person isn't going to be able to just ever have a business if they don't take any financial risk. Anyways, bikes handling this just fine. What do y'all think? Oh, the KKEs can't do this. It can't do this. Well, if you're 260 pounds, it probably can't do it. But if you're like me, or even a little less, they're awesome. They work great. Retail, they're $8.99, but contact me. Contact me. You know? For customers we sold E-Ride Pros to, yeah, we're gonna hook you up. Really good. So contact us at A&M Motor Toys in Monument, Colorado. And, you know, we'll work a good price. That includes shipping, you know? The bikes the forks are not light. Not the bikes. The forks are not light for mailings nowadays, but as far as being the weight of any other fork, I don't see it being an issue. But yeah, I guess I could take a weight and do a video comparing the weight. Ooh. That's okay. It's just me.
Cool, okay.
Yeah, definitely going a lot slower on this than on other bikes. This is oh. 79% at this section. We're going to be getting on pipeline here in a second. And it's 7:06. I don't feel like I'm going as fast as on the big bike, but it is lightweight. I'm definitely not as tired. It's hard to tell right now. We are now on pipeline. We'll see. Those dips are, whoops, are so big on a small bike. Feel like the whole bike is being swallowed. Water crossing. Okay, as you can tell, this area stays shaded. It stays a little more wet. Holds moisture in the ground longer. Yeah, I guess the forks aren't supposed to work. Man, that guy was smoking something good. Wanting to argue 26-pound spring and see, I'm not gonna argue because I don't know enough about it other than I can tell you it works. I don't think the 26 pounds with these forks mean what you think it means. It's kind of like on the E-Ride Pro, there's some Facebook page that some good dude was like, oh, these are the best things ever, the fork savers where where you put it between the tire and under the fender, so when you use ratchet straps. I've had bikes tip over because of those. No matter how much I crank down on the ratchet strap, I do not and will not use those. Talk to other people, they're like, yeah, I've had the same problem. I've never had a fork blowout transporting it. You don't crank it so it goes all the way to the bottom, and you're just cranking, say, like halfway. And halfway, what's occurring is the fluid is moving from the bottom to the top in a fork, and it will equalize the pressure. Now, if you crank it so it goes all the way down and bottoms out the fork, lower tube, all the way to the axle, yes, that's going to be too much pressure in the overall system and cause the forks to blow the seals. But if you're just strapping it down normally, it's not a big deal. But so many people are just so ill-informed, you know, with stuff, and then they spout it off. I'm the first to be like, hey, I don't know. You're not gonna find many people that do that, or dealers that do that, where if I don't know, I don't know. I'll be like, you know, you need to talk to my business partner. He knows a little bit more about this stuff than I do. Or you need to talk to our employee. He knows a little bit more about this than I do. Or whatever, you know. I'm not afraid to pass it off, you know. I want to try to give you the best information that I know. And if I don't know it, I don't want to say. A lot of dealers will be like, hey, you look good on that bike, and, you know, here, buy it, you know, and give you a bunch of BS. Oh, yeah, that's 35 kilowatts. Yep, yeah, yeah, just so you buy it. I don't do that. So, to me, it's funny when people go on and on. And now, I've said stuff before that then I've looked up and I'm like, oh, yeah, I was wrong. And then I go back and I'm like, sorry about that. Well, I guess I was wrong, or I was misinformed, you know, because how I know stuff is how I've been informed, right? That's how we've all learned. And if you trusted somebody or something and they told you the wrong thing, and, you know, you find out later that you were wrong, you were wrong. It's simple. It's not embarrassing. Like, how can people know everything there is to know about everything? Ooh, that one was deep. I mean, if we all knew about everything, then, you know, there would be no need for lawyers. There would be no need for law enforcement. There would be, you know, they would never give out tickets and what have you, because we all would know exactly what the rules of the law say, right? We'd be able to defend ourselves in court because we would know the law to the T. We would know what the books all say. Of course, unless you're Rain Man, old movie reference for you younger folk, with Dustin Hoffman, if you know who he is. He, you know, if you're an autistic person that can memorize everything, then yeah, you know, and that's cool, but that's not the majority of the population. We only know what we know, and sometimes that info is wrong. This is where it's going to start getting hard for this bike with the mountain bike tires and 19-inch wheels. Ooh. Okay, this is where the really hard stuff starts. Yeah, we'll have to go around that. Okay. Momentum. Woo-wee. Actually, surprisingly, it did that a lot better than I thought it would. It's again the small tires, so it's hampering. It's really steep and loose. Oh, nice. People have dug this out. Of course you can, I don't like going around because that's going to blow that out. There we go. Made it up. %68. There we go. Throttle control's not too bad. I think this bike is a little more rougher to ride. Like I'm a little more tired on this. My right arm's asleep, and I think it's just because it is lightweight and you are getting bounced around. And at first I don't notice it, or I should say didn't notice it, because muscle memory. My body's naturally just countering stuff. And yeah, just it being so lightweight with the smaller wheels, it deflects off stuff more. And so it's definitely tiring. Ooh, yeah. I think I'm flowing decently up here. Take a reading up here. We're at 63% at 724. Not bad. Can you continue on down? Now I'm gonna put it on, I'll put on regen 1. Oops. Well, the horn works. Yeah, it definitely does need the warp 9 high bars on this. Ooh, that is cut in dangerously. Okay, so get around the tree that fell, and there's this badly cut one that you kind of have to get through. It's not bad on this skinny bike. On a full-size dirt bike, it's a little scarier. here, we'll start going down. It's up for a little bit, a few ups here and there. Hit that root, a little speed. Front fork did just fine, so did the stock rear. Ooh. Last real hard spot. Ooh. Oh, yeah. God, these little tires. Ow. I bumped my knee into the handlebar. God. Oh, that was not funny. The funny bone of the knee. Oh. Okay, lighter bike does not mean you won't be wore out. Definitely fighting deflections a lot more. Woo! 56%, back to 667 from 701. $737. Okay, now it's mostly downhill. I think I'll go ahead and put it in regen 2. Whoa. Woo-wee. My right hand is just so tired. Asleep. It's numb. Put it another way. See, that's where another thing. Maybe they should stop copying mountain bikes and put moto bars on it. Costs no different in China. It would just make more sense. Oh, the log has finally been broke. That's sad. There used to be an optional go over the log. Because these low bars, it is quite hard to stand. I'm guessing it's definitely more mountain bike-esque in that regard too. Being hunched over so much. Okay, there's pipeline, so made it back this far. Take another reading at the opening up here. A 3-in-1 video. Time, how it does, forks, and yeah, battery 54%. We'll continue on. Woo! You can tell I'm tired. I'm a lot quieter now. Just me. I'm on a hill, I'm not stopping. Yeah. Usually for a runner I'd stop, but man, he was chugging along too. There's so many like hiking trails only. I don't know why you would come on a multi-use trail that is really made for and by, maintained by the moto users. Whew. God. Short wheelbase is scary going down stuff, but it's the same with the Talaria and Light BX, the mountain bike-esque products. Short wheelbase will obviously give you great wheelies, but for trail riding, it's not so good. My right foot hit the root, came off the peg. Everything got a little less ground clearance than a normal dirt bike. Good for short riders, I suppose. Not good for hard terrain. Almost to high drive. I have a feeling it's 2 hours. I don't know, maybe I'll surprise myself. Definitely feel like I'm working this bike a lot more, just staying in control from the other bikes, the Ultra B and my Beta that I've so far have done the loop on for times, and just to see how they do. Try not to haul down this. There could be people. It's steep, and with these tires, they ain't stopping fast. Okay, back to here, 50%, it is 8:02. So I'm happy with the percentage of the battery. Or I should say 0.
Stand behind me.
Yep. Cool. I said 1. I meant, yeah, it's too early for this. Whatever. Cool. So you can't even hear a dirt bike really. Like, I couldn't really even hear them because the exhaust faces the opposite way. I'm probably going as fast as mountain bikers come down this. They whiz. But you gotta do it in a way that is still safe, so I'm still dialed back. You don't see me blowing the trail or anything, you know, going so fast. Okay, I just had to change the battery unexpectedly. So I immediately stopped and did that right when it beeped. So picked up where I left off. We'll say that probably added like 30 seconds to the time, but not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. Yeah! Made it back. 46%. 813-ish. Awesome. What do y'all think? I think that was a fairly good run. Probably a little longer than I thought. I find out when I edit the video. This bike is epic. Love it. So to end the video, KKE front forks, as you saw, goes through all this stuff just fine. I don't know what the pound of the spring means, and I don't think that other guy knows either. It works. They're both filled with fluid, unlike the stock shit, and you can make adjustments. I haven't turned it up or down either way. I haven't played with that on the forks. I'll probably do that at some point and make another video on that, messing around with the adjustments. But the KKE forks work great. The bike overall works pretty good. It's what you expect on this style of bike. It's not a motorcycle. Don't compare it to a motorcycle. At $5,000, it ain't a motorcycle that costs $10,000, $12,000, $15,000. You can't compare them. It's a fun bike though. It can do the trails. This is more trail than most people will ever do, and it does a loop. So you come out here on your stock E-Ride Pro 2.0 SS, and you do this loop, and you tell me if it didn't wear you out. For most people, that's a good day of riding. It works really good. It's pretty silent over like the RAR. Shorter frame though, so going down stuff, that's kind of a negative. The tires stock are horrible in this type of terrain where it's decomposing granite, it's loose. But they do work. You can get through the stuff, as you saw I did. So don't have that be your excuse that, oh, it couldn't do the trail. It can do the trail just fine. It's the rider that couldn't do the trail. You just have to keep your momentum. And then that's a negative too. For lightweight, the lighter you go, the less momentum you have to get up something. If I wanted to hit that and get up that, it's going to be a lot harder on that than the Arctic Leopard EXE 880 or even the EX 800, because those have more weight. 180 pounds EX 800 to 240 pounds for the EXE 880. The momentum, its weight, your body weight will help carry you over. Less weight is less weight to carry you up and over. So it does make things harder. So that is a negative, but that's to be expected of these style of mountain bike-esque, as I call them, toys. And they are. They're really toys. Not many people are using these in the U.S. for commuters. We have some customers that are, but typically not. People are buying these to have fun in their neighborhood and what have you. And it's a load of fun on pavement. I'm going to do more videos on pavement riding. Hopefully you enjoyed this long-ass video. Y'all take care, stay well, stay safe, and get out there and ride. Have a good one.